If I could go back years ago when I was on my manifestation journey and I felt overwhelmed and confused listening to all these different content creators, watching all these videos about the law of assumption and manifestation, I would tell myself the only thing that matters is what you assume to be true. That is the only thing that matters. That is it. We are all truly limitless, but what we assume to be true will be true. So if you are listening to people saying things take a long time to manifest and you assume that to be true, that is what will reflect in your reality. If somebody says you have to cast a spell to manifest the SP and you assume that to be true, it will reflect that in your reality. If you assume that certain methods don't work for you, if you assume that you have to go through all these trials and tests to get your manifestations, that is what will reflect for you. What you assume to be true will be true, and that is literally all it is. Manifestation does not have to be confusing. It's the easiest thing in the world. It's supposed to be easy and fun. Our lives are supposed to be simple and easy. It's not supposed to be hard. Our reality is not supposed to be difficult for us. We are the ones that put the limits on ourselves. We have been conditioned our whole lives to be held captive in our minds, not knowing the power we truly do hold. And the thing is, we are really, truly so very powerful. People just have all this resistance now. And of course, a lot of people don't even believe it. I still have people commenting on my shit saying, this is bullshit. Bro, that's fine. You can think that. I don't care. I'm manifesting my dream life just fine. To put it simply, when I was getting evicted, I had a lot of circumstances. I had a lot of shit going on. I had all these emotions. Of course, I found out in April. I had until the end of May to get out, and which was like a month. I had like a month. Wasn't time for shit. At first, I tried taking control. I talked to lawyers. I argued with the person trying to get me evicted. She had no valid reason, but in Tennessee, you don't have to have a reason to evict someone. They could just do it just for shits and giggles. So I was angry. I was furious. So after everything, I stopped trying to take control because it just made me feel so powerless and like I had no control over anything. And that's when I started living in my imagination. And I told myself, it does not matter what I feel or what I think. As long as I keep persisting and staying consistent, I will get it. I will get this manifestation. I had no other option. So literally, I had negative thoughts all the time. I hated coming home. I dreaded coming home from work because every time I would feel like the police were waiting for me, or my shit would be outside, or the property manager would be there like, you have to leave now or we're going to call the police. So yeah, no, I get it. I get the emotional part, the circumstances, but I persisted through it all. And that is all you have to do, because I had the assumption that no matter what else happened, what I felt, what I thought, if I had any negative thoughts, it didn't matter. I would just affirm again. I'm not getting evicted, I get to stay. I'm not getting evicted, I get to stay. I slept with that shit in my ears, in my headphones, recorded it on my Parrot app. And 2 months, it came through. I got it. It was fine. But the thing is, so you can have negative thoughts as long as you assume that they will not affect your manifestation. You can have all these different emotional cycles as long as you assume it will not affect your manifestation. Nothing can affect your manifestation as long as you assume it won't. That is exactly how I manifest. I assume nothing will fuck it up. All I have to do is affirm and persist, and it is mine. So to put it simply, literally, the law of assumption, what you assume to be true will be true. So the next time you're confused about something and a coach says something and you're like, is this true? I don't know. Is it? Do you assume this to be true? If not, then no. But if you do assume for it to be true, then yes, it will be. That is what will reflect in your reality. It's that simple, guys.